Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. For today's video, we're going to be playing with some new to me Dior. I recently picked up the Dior Forever Glow Foundation as well as one of the Dior matte eyeshadow quints. So if you're curious to see how I created this look and my thoughts on these new to me products, keep watching. The first new Dior product that I'm going to be using today and talking about is the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. This came out, I want to say, either sometime in 2022 or 2021, and it was 2022, and it was reformulated. So I have the Dior Forever Skin Glow Matte, and this is the more radiant or natural finish foundation. So I have shade 3C, which is my normal color in Dior. So we're going to use it today, see how I like it. I do have combination to oily skin, but as the older I get, less oily my skin has become. So I've really been enjoying more radiant, natural looking foundations over my matte foundations. That said, I did wear the Dior Forever Matte yesterday. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. It is beautiful. So I thought we would go ahead and use the Forever Glow today. Now, I have worn this before. So this is not a true first impression. I've used this a few times. So I did about 2 pumps out onto the back of my hand, and I'm taking my BK Beauty 101 to blend. I have found this foundation to wear really, really well on my combination skin. And I don't think that it is as radiant as I expected. Just by the name, the Forever Glow, I expected it to be a little bit more radiant, but it's really not. I think it blends down to a very natural finish, which is actually, you know, like I just said, the finish that I've really been enjoying lately. There is a fragrance. It smells just like any other Dior foundation that I have. So I definitely got too much foundation. You can see on the back of my hand there's quite a bit there, and it didn't take any time to blend this foundation. It's really, really pretty. So there's what it looks like. That was probably about a pump and a half. You can see it's not super radiant. I think it just looks very natural, which I had heard. My friend Maria from Nightstar Beauty loves this foundation, said I had to try it. A lot of people who have a drier skin did not like this foundation. So she tried it knowing that she probably would like it with her oily skin. And I do really, really like it with my now combination skin. I'm not going to use anything new at this point. I'm going to use the Dior Forever Concealer. This is shade 2.5 in, and it is a little dark. It's definitely not going to give me any sort of brightening under the eyes. And it's going to blend down to basically be this color of my skin. Now they did reformulate this concealer as well. I haven't picked up the reformulated version, but I am very curious to try it and get a lighter shade. For powder, I'm going to use the Dior Forever Backstage. This one is harder to pick up, and I do have to use a denser brush, so I forgot about that. I am going to go in with the BK Beauty. This is the 105. It's a big buffing brush. But because this powder is a baked jelly powder, I need a thicker, denser brush to pick it up. My La Mer is just a little bit too fluffy. And I had never tried this powder over this foundation. I thought it went down really, really nicely. I don't see any patchiness or any smudging or moving of the foundation. It still looks beautiful. For bronzer, I'm using the Tom Ford Terra. I've got a Dior bronzer. It's very, very deep, and it's pretty much one I can only use in the summer. So I'm just going in lightly here with the Tom Ford. So now that the foundation's been sitting down for a few minutes, I'm going back in and looking. I don't see that it has settled into any of my pores or any of my fine lines. It's not emphasizing any of that. It's still sitting on my skin very, very nicely. And so far, I'm really impressed. For blush, I have the Dior Galactic Red. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. It came out for their holiday collection. I'm going in so lightly because it is so pigmented. I mean, so pigmented. But it is really, really pretty. They did have another shade. It was more of coral. I don't wear a lot of coral blushes, so I didn't pick that one up. But it did look just as beautiful. So there's the Galactic Red. Like I said, I went in super, super lightly. You guys know I normally go in a little bit brighter with my blushes, but I've learned my lesson with that Dior. A little goes a long way. For highlighter, I'm going to use one of their luminous powders. This is the Dior Forever, and it's a Dior Forever Luminizer, and I have shade 05 Rosewood Glow. So this will also kind of build up that blush. It's kind of like a topper. It's so pretty. I will buff, I promise. It's really, really bright. But I think it looks really pretty on top of that blush. And it does give a beautiful, beautiful glow. So I'll take my Sonia G Smooth Buffer to now buff down that glow. All right, so for the next Dior new product, and this is not new, you guys, it's just new to me. These are the Dior Matte palettes, and this is shade 519 Nude Dentelle. I think it's how you say it. I picked this up a while ago, and you know, I've honestly had it in my collection now for a while. The packaging is beautiful. I really do like the matte packaging. I only picked up one of these. And of course I picked up the nude color story. So there is the color story. It looks very basic, very, very basic. But I thought it would be perfect for me. So I am going to swatch it. I'm going to start with this shade and then we'll go to the middle. So that looks kind of like a copper. And these aren't actually mattes. That's kind of like a deep champagne. And this one is kind of like, that is definitely a matte. And it's like a burnt red, brown, kind of brick color. And then we do have a dark brown, which is also a matte. And then last is this center shade, which is a matte, and it's just kind of like a cream. So I am very, very quickly going to prime my eyes. I totally forgot. I should have done this a while ago. This is the Chanel Cream Shadow in Scintillance. I have some more Dior makeup coming. I ordered some from Harrods, so I'm really excited to try it once it gets here. If it gets here, I placed an order in December at Harrods, and that order never showed up. It made it to customs in England, and customs sent it back to Harrods. So I'm going to take a Rose & Ben E29. So now I'm just kind of like, well, I hope it makes it. And I'm taking that center shade and using it all over the eye. It's kind of like a flesh, kind of peachy flesh color. And this palette came out so long ago. I know I watched videos on it when they first came out that I don't even remember if people liked it, if they didn't like it. I don't know. I'm going to go into this brick kind of shade. Look at that pickup. All I did was lightly tap my brush in. And we're going to place that in the crease. This shade is not really my favorite. It's a little bit too warm for me. I tend to reach for cooler browns, and this is definitely a warmer brown. But of the shades, that's what we have to work with. So we're going to put it down and we're going to layer on top of it, and hopefully that works. I'm going to take a Sonia G Classic Crease, and I'm going to go into the brown, that dark brown matte, and we're going to place that in the outer corner. And then build that into the crease, or blend it, I guess, rather, into the crease. I wasn't sure how this was going to work on the eye. When I swatched it, I felt like those mattes were a little bit patchy, but so far I think it's blending out really, really nicely. I take a Sona G soft shader, and I'm going to go into this like deep champagne shade, and we're going to use that as a highlight inner corner. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful shade. I just wish it was just slightly lighter. I'm going back in with that dark brown to just add a little bit more definition to that outer corner. There's the finished eye look before eyeliner and mascara. I think it did turn out beautiful, very, very wearable for every day. I think you could definitely use that dark brown to really, really smoke up the eye look and make it wearable for night. But I wanted to see how wearable it would be for every day, and I do think that it is very wearable. This is actually a color story and an eye look that I would reach for on a daily basis. I really, really do like the way it turned out. I'm going to line my eyes with eyeliner and mascara. I have the Guerlain eyeliner in Brown Earth, and I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eyes mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and then we'll be back to talk about some new Dior lip products. Here's the finished eye look with eyeliner and mascara. I just absolutely love it. I think it is really, really beautiful. I'm very impressed with this palette. I think that it is very wearable and definitely something that I will be reaching for. So now I want to talk about lips. You guys, I cannot make some of this stuff up. So I ordered what I thought was the new Dior Lip Maximizers. It came, I was so excited. I could not wait to use it. And I've been using it since I got it. And this was a Christmas present to me from my husband. And it turns out that Sephora had sent the old version. So at the time I got it, I was super excited because I thought it was the new version. It's in fact the old version. So it is new to me, but it is not the new reformulated one. But I do still really, really like it. I have shade number 16 in Shimmering Nude, I think is what it's called. I do really, really like it. So we're going to use that today. I did actually go ahead and place another order with the new one as well as some other shades. So I will be doing a video coming up soon with all the new shades that I picked up and kind of comparing them. But for right now, I'm stuck with the old version. But that's okay because I do really like it. So I'm not going to put any lip liner on or anything. I'm just going to wear this as a simple nude look. And like I said, I do really, really like this. I keep it in my purse. I've been using it a lot. I think it is really, really pretty. So there's the look. No lip liner, nothing, just on top of my lips. So there is the finished look, playing with some new to me Dior. This new foundation, like I said, I love it. The finish is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And from my past experiences wearing it, it does last all day. So this isn't a foundation that is going to wear off. It lasts all day. And that's something that I look for in a foundation. Like I said, with the eyeshadow, it is gorgeous. I really, really like it. I wish that the lipstick was the new version, but I still like the old, so I will continue to wear it. Let me know down below if you've tried this foundation and what your thoughts are. My experience has been, the reviews that I have seen and talking to other content creators, if you have combination to oily skin, you're really going to like this new Dior Forever Glow. If you tend to have more drier skin, it will be a pass for you. But let me know your experiences. I would love to hear. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.